The teachings of the Dalai Lama, spiritual leader of Tibetan Buddhism and Nobel Peace Prize laureate, offer profound insights into living a compassionate, meaningful, and interconnected life. Rooted in principles such as compassion, mindfulness, and ethical conduct, his wisdom transcends cultural and religious boundaries, providing guidance on personal well-being and contributing to a harmonious world. Let's explore key aspects of his teachings, from the transformative power of compassion to the importance of forgiveness, interconnectedness, and the pursuit of happiness through altruism. Each facet reflects a holistic approach to life, encouraging individuals to cultivate inner peace, engage in compassionate actions, and contribute to the betterment of humanity and the planet. Compassion, in the context of the Dalai Lama's teachings, goes beyond mere sympathy or empathy. It involves a deep, genuine concern for the well-being of others, irrespective of their background, beliefs, or circumstances. The Dalai Lama emphasizes that compassion is not limited to personal relationships or specific groups, but should be extended universally. It involves cultivating a sense of care and responsibility for all sentient beings. Compassion is seen as a transformative force. By actively practicing compassion, individuals can not only contribute to the welfare of others, but also experience personal growth and a deeper sense of fulfillment. The Dalai Lama teaches that compassion is a powerful antidote to suffering. By understanding and addressing the suffering of others, individuals can actively contribute to creating a more compassionate and harmonious world. Compassion involves both empathy and action. It's not just about feeling sympathy for others, but actively engaging in actions that alleviate their suffering. This may involve acts of kindness, generosity, and a genuine desire to help others overcome their challenges. In Tibetan Buddhism, various mind training practices such as the cultivation of loving kindness, metta, and the practice of Tonglen, sending and receiving, are employed to enhance compassion. These practices aim to develop a compassionate mindset and a genuine concern for the well-being of all beings. The Dalai Lama often links compassion to genuine happiness. He suggests that the more individuals engage in compassionate actions, the more they contribute to their own well-being and the well-being of others. In summary, compassion, according to the Dalai Lama, is a transformative and universal force that, when actively practiced, not only benefits others but also leads to personal growth and a deeper sense of fulfillment. It involves both understanding and alleviating the suffering of all sentient beings, fostering a sense of interconnectedness and shared humanity. In the context of the Dalai Lama's teachings, kindness refers to the quality of being friendly, considerate, and benevolent. Generosity involves the act of giving freely, whether it be material possessions, time, or emotional support. The Dalai Lama emphasizes selflessness in acts of kindness and generosity. True kindness and generosity arise when one's actions are motivated by genuine concern for the well-being of others without expecting anything in return. Kindness and generosity contribute to building positive connections among individuals and communities. Acts of kindness have a ripple effect, creating a more harmonious and compassionate society. The Dalai Lama suggests that cultivating kindness and generosity helps individuals overcome self-centeredness and promotes a sense of interconnectedness. By focusing on the well-being of others, individuals can transcend ego-driven concerns. The teachings highlight that both small and large acts of kindness are significant. Even seemingly minor gestures, such as a kind word or a helping hand, can have a meaningful impact on someone's life. Beyond material generosity, the Dalai Lama speaks of the generosity of spirit. This involves being open-hearted, forgiving, and willing to share one's wisdom and compassion with others. Kindness and generosity are seen as practical ways to alleviate the suffering of others. Whether through charitable acts, supportive gestures, or simply being present for someone in need, These qualities contribute to creating a more compassionate world. Engaging in acts of kindness and generosity is viewed as a pathway to personal happiness. The Dalai Lama suggests that the joy derived from helping others and contributing to their well-being brings a deeper and more lasting sense of fulfillment. In summary, kindness and generosity, as emphasized by the Dalai Lama, involve selfless acts that create positive connections, overcome self-centeredness, and contribute to the well-being of others. These qualities, whether expressed through small gestures or more significant actions, play a crucial role in fostering a compassionate and harmonious way of life. Mindfulness, in the context of the Dalai Lama's teachings, refers to the quality of being fully present and engaged in the current moment. Awareness involves a deep understanding of one's thoughts, emotions, and the surrounding environment. The Dalai Lama encourages individuals to cultivate mindfulness by focusing on the present moment. This involves being aware of thoughts and sensations without being overwhelmed by past regrets or future anxieties. Mindfulness includes observing one's thoughts and emotions with a sense of detachment. Instead of being carried away by them, individuals develop the ability to witness their mental and emotional processes without excessive attachment or aversion. Mindfulness practices are viewed as a means to cultivate inner peace. By staying present and centered, individuals can reduce stress, anxiety, and reactivity, leading to a more balanced and harmonious state of mind. The Dalai Lama often recommends specific mind training techniques, such as meditation, to enhance mindfulness. Meditation allows individuals to develop a heightened awareness and a focused attention, promoting mental clarity and emotional well-being. Mindfulness is not solely an individual practice. The Dalai Lama emphasizes infusing mindfulness with compassion. Being fully present in interactions with others, coupled with genuine care and understanding, contributes to positive and meaningful connections. Mindfulness involves taking responsibility for one's actions. By being aware of the consequences of one's choices, individuals can make more conscious decisions that align with ethical principles and contribute to the well-being of oneself and others. The teachings recognize the interconnectedness of mind and body. Cultivating mindfulness can positively influence physical health, promoting a holistic approach to well-being. In summary, mindfulness and awareness, according to the Dalai Lama, involve being fully present, observing thoughts and emotions with detachment, and cultivating a sense of inner peace. These practices, often facilitated through meditation and mind training techniques, contribute to a more conscious and compassionate way of living. Nonviolence, or ahimsa, is deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy, and the Dalai Lama advocates for it as a fundamental principle in personal and societal interactions. The Dalai Lama promotes nonviolence as a means of resolving conflicts. Rather than resorting to aggression or force, he encourages dialogue, understanding, and peaceful negotiation as ways to address differences. Nonviolence is closely tied to compassion. The Dalai Lama suggests that responding to challenges and conflicts with a compassionate mindset can break the cycle of aggression and contribute to a more harmonious resolution. Practicing nonviolence involves a commitment to avoiding harm to others, whether through physical actions, words, or thoughts. It extends beyond mere abstention from physical violence to include emotional and verbal non-harm. The Dalai Lama emphasizes the interconnectedness of all beings. Recognizing this interdependence encourages individuals to approach conflicts with a sense of shared humanity, fostering empathy and understanding. Nonviolence requires patience and understanding. Instead of reacting impulsively to provocation, the Dalai Lama advises cultivating patience as a means of maintaining a calm and nonviolent approach to challenging situations. Nonviolence aims not only to prevent harm, but also to transform adversaries. The Dalai Lama suggests that by responding to hostility with compassion, it is possible to influence positive change in others and break the cycle of violence. Beyond personal interactions, The Dalai Lama advocates for nonviolence on a larger scale. He believes that a commitment to nonviolence can lead to positive societal and global changes, contributing to a more peaceful world. In summary, nonviolence in the Dalai Lama's teachings involves a commitment to resolving conflicts through compassion, dialogue, and understanding. It extends to all aspects of life, emphasizing the avoidance of harm in physical, verbal, and emotional interactions. The philosophy of nonviolence is interconnected with compassion, patience, and a recognition of the shared humanity that binds all individuals. Interconnectedness in the Dalai Lama's teachings is the recognition of the profound connection between all living beings. It goes beyond individual, societal, or even species boundaries, emphasizing the shared existence and interdependence of all life. The Dalai Lama encourages people to recognize and appreciate their shared humanity. By acknowledging our common experiences, struggles, and aspirations, individuals can develop a sense of empathy and understanding toward one another. Interconnectedness extends to the relationship between humanity and the environment. The Dalai Lama emphasizes the importance of recognizing our interconnectedness with nature and the impact our actions have on the planet. Understanding interconnectedness fosters compassion and altruism. The recognition that others' well-being is interconnected with our own encourages acts of kindness, generosity, and a sense of responsibility for the welfare of others. Interconnectedness breaks down artificial barriers created by differences in nationality, ethnicity, or belief systems. It promotes a more inclusive and global perspective, encouraging cooperation and understanding among diverse communities. The Dalai Lama suggests that recognizing interconnectedness has ethical implications. How we treat others, both individually and collectively, affects not only them, but also ourselves and the broader web of existence. Interconnectedness is closely linked to mindfulness. Being aware of our actions and their potential impact on others and the world at large is a key aspect of living in harmony with the interconnected nature of existence. Interconnectedness fosters a sense of respect for all forms of life. It encourages individuals to consider the consequences of their actions on the well-being of others and to approach interactions with a mindful and respectful attitude. In summary, interconnectedness, according to the Dalai Lama, involves recognizing the universal connection between all living beings, fostering compassion, breaking down barriers, and promoting a mindful and ethical way of living. It extends beyond individual relationships to encompass the broader context of our shared existence with each other and the planet. In the Dalai Lama's teachings, happiness is not viewed as a fleeting emotional state, but as a more profound and enduring sense of well-being. It involves contentment, inner peace, and a genuine sense of fulfillment. The Dalai Lama emphasizes that genuine happiness is closely tied to altruism, the selfless concern for the well-being of others. Finding joy in the happiness and success of others contributes to a deeper and more meaningful personal happiness. The teachings advocate for a shift from a self-centered focus on personal happiness to a more altruistic perspective. By considering the well-being of others, individuals can break free from ego-driven concerns and experience a more sustainable and fulfilling happiness. Altruism and compassion are intertwined in the Dalai Lama's teachings. The act of genuinely caring for others and contributing to their well-being is seen as a powerful source of joy and fulfillment. The Dalai Lama suggests that actively contributing to the happiness of others, whether through acts of kindness, support, or simply being present, creates a positive and interconnected community that benefits everyone involved. The pursuit of personal happiness rooted in selfish desires is contrasted with a more profound and lasting happiness derived from altruistic actions. Overcoming attachment to material gain and self-centered pursuits is seen as a pathway to a more meaningful life. The teachings often include mind training practices such as loving kindness meditation to cultivate a genuine concern for the well-being of others. These practices aim to shift the focus from individual happiness to a broader, altruistic perspective. The Dalai Lama extends the concept of happiness beyond individual well-being to include the collective happiness of societies and the global community. Altruistic actions contribute not only to personal happiness, but also to the betterment of the world. In summary, happiness and altruism, according to the Dalai Lama, involve finding joy in the well-being of others, shifting from self-centered pursuits to a more altruistic perspective, and actively contributing to the happiness of individuals and communities. It highlights the interconnected nature of personal and collective happiness and emphasizes the transformative power of selfless actions. Forgiveness, in the context of the Dalai Lama's teachings, is the intentional and voluntary act of letting go of resentment, anger, or the desire for revenge towards someone who has harmed you. It involves cultivating a compassionate and understanding attitude. Forgiveness is seen as a way to release oneself from the burden of negative emotions. By letting go of resentment and anger, individuals free up mental and emotional space for positive feelings, fostering inner peace. The Dalai Lama emphasizes the importance of understanding the circumstances and motivations that led to the harm. This compassionate understanding doesn't justify the harmful actions, but allows individuals to see the broader context and humanize the wrongdoer. Forgiveness is viewed as a healing process, benefiting both the forgiver and the forgiven. It can contribute to the emotional well-being of the person forgiving and, in some cases, lead to positive transformations in the person who has caused harm. Forgiveness breaks the cycle of resentment and retaliation. Instead of perpetuating negative emotions, forgiving allows individuals to disrupt patterns of negativity and move towards reconciliation and healing. The Dalai Lama teaches that forgiveness brings inner freedom. By releasing attachment to negative emotions, individuals empower themselves to move forward with a sense of peace and openness to positive experiences. Holding on to grudges can lead to bitterness and prolonged suffering. Forgiveness is a conscious choice to overcome bitterness and choose a path of understanding and compassion, contributing to emotional well-being. Forgiveness is closely tied to the cultivation of compassion. The act of forgiving reflects a compassionate response to the imperfections and mistakes inherent in the human experience. In summary, forgiveness, according to the Dalai Lama, involves letting go of negative emotions, cultivating compassionate understanding, promoting healing for both parties, breaking negative cycles, and contributing to inner freedom and emotional well-being. It is a conscious choice to move towards reconciliation and compassion, fostering a positive and transformative mindset. Ethical conduct in the Dalai Lama's teachings refers to a set of principles and guidelines that govern one's behavior, emphasizing actions that promote well-being, compassion, and positive contributions to the world. The Dalai Lama encourages individuals to align their actions with universal ethical principles. This involves considering the impact of one's behavior on oneself, others, and the broader environment. Ethical conduct is closely tied to compassionate decision-making. The Dalai Lama suggests that ethical choices should arise from a sense of genuine care for others and a commitment to avoiding harm. A core element of ethical conduct is respect for all forms of life. This extends beyond human relationships to encompass animals, nature, and the interconnected web of existence. The Dalai Lama emphasizes taking responsibility for the consequences of one's actions. Ethical conduct involves a mindful awareness of the potential impact of one's choices on oneself and others. Ethical behavior is associated with the cultivation of virtues such as honesty, integrity, kindness, and humility. These virtues contribute to the development of a positive and morally sound character. ethical conduct extends to the relationship between humanity and nature. The Dalai Lama encourages an ethical approach that respects and preserves the natural environment, recognizing the interconnectedness of all living beings. Beyond individual actions, ethical conduct has social and global implications. The Dalai Lama advocates for ethical behavior on a collective level, emphasizing the importance of creating societies and systems that prioritize justice, equality, and compassion. The practice of ethical conduct involves being mindful in daily actions. Mindfulness allows individuals to make conscious choices aligned with ethical principles, fostering a sense of responsibility and integrity. The teachings highlight that individual ethical conduct contributes to the creation of a positive and harmonious society. Each person's commitment to ethical behavior has a collective impact on the well-being of the community. In summary, ethical conduct, according to the Dalai Lama, involves aligning one's actions with universal principles, making compassionate decisions, respecting all forms of life, taking responsibility for consequences, cultivating virtues, and contributing to a positive and harmonious society. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of ethical behavior with individual, social, and global well-being. The teachings of the Dalai Lama encapsulate a profound philosophy centered around compassion, mindfulness, and ethical conduct. From the transformative power of forgiveness to recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings, his wisdom provides a guide for individuals seeking a more meaningful and harmonious life. The emphasis on happiness through altruism, the importance of nonviolence, and the cultivation of virtues underscores a holistic approach to personal well-being and societal harmony. As we reflect on these teachings, we find a universal message that transcends cultural and religious boundaries, inviting us to foster compassion, practice mindfulness, and contribute to a positive and compassionate world. In embodying these principles, we not only enhance our individual lives, but also play a part in creating a more compassionate and interconnected global community.